Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now Lamar changing the look. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Achane on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKinney. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Jackson now. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing out left and finding Likely. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Running left, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. McKinney. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Up the middle, Achane. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, It's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll run. Achane. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devon Achane. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a diving catch right side. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McKinney. This will be caught at about the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And out across midfield down to the 45. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And Jackson throwing once more. Down there right side, it's McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
this Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McKinney. That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. McKinney. He's going to look deep here for Ward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McKinney. He'll get this to Ward. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they'll give this to Achane. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, McKinney. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down. Running right, here's Achane. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 9 now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McKinney. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end goal. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Again, Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Jackson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago. And we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well. And that's why they took him as...
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now it's Jackson. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a good catch there. And, Charles, I'm still scratching my head. How is this guy on the free agent wire?
There had to have been something that kept everyone in the league from not signing him during the entire offseason. Now they pick him up here early in the year. They've got to make sure that he does all the right things. But if he does, he could be a big-time performer.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Second and goal from the 1. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Pat Freiermuth from a yard out. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, McKinney. That's complete to Ward. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
In motion left is Mitchell. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. McKinney. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now Jackson.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's Jackson. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
To throw again is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. McKinney sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. McKinney in trouble here, and down he goes. Back 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Broncos going to continue on.